So those are my main conditioning exercises that I do on the silks that I'm going to share with you today. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. And I'm going to show you the floor versions of each one of those. So I just did 2 of each exercise to show you them. Usually I do 2 sets of 10 of each of those, except for the last one. I hold those positions, those 4 positions, for 30 seconds or a minute each, and then try to go around in a circle. But I'm going to show you the floor versions of each one of those so that you can do these exercises at home. Okay. So the first exercise that I did was called a V-up. So what you want to do is lay down on the ground, and you can have your hands next to you by your sides, out like a T, or above your head. Level 1 is down here, 2 as a T, 3 above your head. And you're gonna try and bring your head down to the mat, engage your abs by sucking your belly button in towards your spine. Point your toes, engage your legs all the way from the hip bones to your toes, and lift. You're gonna try not to push against the ground with your hands. If you do a little bit at the beginning, that's okay. We're gonna do 10 of these. Control up and down the whole time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. The second exercise I did were straddles. And in the air, you don't go straight to a straddle. First, you're just trying to figure out which way you have to move your body to get your butt above your head, and that's hard enough. But on the ground, we don't have to deal with the disorientation and upside down factor as much. So you want to bring your legs into a straddle. Again, you're keeping your legs engaged from the tops of your legs to your toes. And what you want to try and do is, again, lay down and bring your legs above your head. And so maybe you get stuck there and bring it back down. And try again. Slow and controlled. Bring back down. And again, this is going to be level 1, hands at your sides. Level 2, out in a T. Level 3, up above your head. That was not controlled. 3. 4. 5. 6. abs are feeling that, you can always turn over, do a little baby cobra or up dog, wiggle around. Okay, so for the next part, you're gonna need a towel or some sort of fabric that you don't mind getting dirty. You're gonna lay it under you. Shh, monkey man. And you're going to, oh, so the next exercise that I did on the silks was a pull-up. And so how I'm gonna simulate those muscles on the ground is I'm gonna bring my arms to right angles so that they're off of my towel. I'm really gonna spread my fingers out and press into the ground. So this is, I'm gonna pretend like I'm like a frog and I have suction cups in my hands. And what I'm gonna do is try and drag myself forward. Push myself back. Drag myself forward and push back. 4, 5, 6, monkey man, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Monkey man, move please. Oh my God, and stop farting. Okay. Alright, we're having an interlude here for Monkey to go crazy on the mat. Excuse me, I need this. I know, it's very exciting. Hey, gentle. Oh my God. Up. Hey, look. What's over here? Go. Oh God, he's coming back. Okay. So piston was where I was between the silks and I was pressing my body up. So we can do that from the ground. So I've got a bend in my knees, that's okay. You're aiming for straight, but that might not be what happens today. So again, even if you only come up off the ground a teeny tiny bit, you're doing a lot of work. 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And the other exercise that we can do along with that is from plow. So the plow pose in yoga, where you have your legs over your head. So if that's something that's accessible to you, you can start with lifting your leg. You can also bring your arms up here for support. Might be a different balance there then that you're working with. Again, legs are straight if you can, and you're just lifting, tapping the ground if you can, and coming back up. I don't know how many we've done. Let's do 10 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay, and then the last exercise that I did, where I was holding in a kind of star shape, those are called gingerbread men. And so for that, there's a couple of different things that we can do. One of them is holding. So you can go into this Superman pose, lifting our arms and chest, feet and legs, and hold. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Lift up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Lift up a little more. 3, 2, 1. Relax. And now we're going to do the same thing. Okay. On our backs this time. Come on. Nobody needs to see you. Come on. We're gonna lift everything up and hold. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, lower. 20, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, lower a little more. 3, 2, 1, and let go. Stare at a dog butt. The other exercise that we can do is laying on the ground and rolling. So we're trying to engage your abs here again, bringing your belly button towards your spine. And roll as slowly as you can, trying not to flop onto any side. So we're coming back to that Superman, onto the sides, and you kind of have to anticipate what muscles you're going to engage before you start rolling. So if I know I'm going onto my side, already squeezing my obliques. Back, side. Do 2 more of those back and forth because they suck. Oy! Okay. Okay. And those are my air exercises. So, I've also then got the exercises I usually do on the floor. And so everything is going to be on the floor just for now, assuming that you don't have either a pull-up bar or access to some sort of aerial apparatus. And if you're a beginner, like super beginner or beginner at all, really, I would say in the first like couple years of practice, I wouldn't advise you to practice on your own with your own apparatus without an instructor to be there to spot you and to give you tips, because it, you know, I mean, that's kind of a broad timeline, but just to be on the safe side. And okay, so moving on to floor exercises. Planks. So we got 4 different types of planks. The first one is the one that we probably see most of the time, which is the upper push-up position. So you're gonna engage in your shoulders, you're gonna push into your heels, and you want everything to be pretty much in a straight line like that. You don't wanna be sinking, you don't wanna be up like this, straight line. And then we're gonna hold there. You can also come down onto your forearms. You can do a plank from your knees. Just shift your weight forward so you're more into your shoulders and arms here. You'll feel that. Okay, we're gonna go for 30 seconds. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. If you're not challenged enough, lift a foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees down. You can stretch out your forearms by turning your fingers towards your knees. This might be just enough of a stretch. If you need more, bring your butt towards your heels. Ooh, yeah. And you can slowly peel up your hands. Shake it out. So the next plank is side plank. Hopefully you haven't turned this off already because I've turned the camera a bunch of times. We're sheltering in place. We have to do our own cameraing. So we're gonna come to the side here. I've got the hand that's on the ground is spread out. I'm pushing through all. Imagine that there's a circle, you know, a big circle where I'm pushing with my finger pads, and then a smaller circle where I'm pushing with like my knuckles. All of that is making contact with the ground. I'm gonna try and have my arm coming straight out of my shoulder, and then bring myself to the side of my foot, outside of my foot, and then the other arm goes straight up in the air. Holding for 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, not sinking, pushing through that arm. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna switch. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the last plank is going to be back plank. So I'm gonna bring my fingers to face towards my butt. I'm gonna straighten my legs, point my toes, push my hips up to the sky. You can drop your head back here if that feels good. Try not to hold your neck like all crunched up wherever you have it. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if your hands in that start getting numb, you can turn them out to the sides, and that should help. If it doesn't, come down, shake them out. I think this is also something that can be done from your ankles. Still gonna work the same. Not from your ankles, you know what I mean. From your forearms here. Okay, moving on to the next exercise. So, the next exercise is a shit ton of abs. It's borrowed from Pilates. It's called hundreds. And the goal is that you're doing 100 of these bastards. But that's the goal. Who knows when that goal is set for? Maybe 30, 20. So the important thing here is really an active engagement. So you're bringing your belly button towards your spine and really engaging, and then seeing if you can engage those lower abs as well. That might also just be something you're thinking about and imagining what that would feel like, because a lot of times we don't use those lower abs in a lot of workouts or daily life. So it might be a foreign feeling to try to just engage them on the spot. Just think about doing that. And the more that you do abs, then one day you will feel what it feels like to engage them. And then it'll become somewhat normal and accessible to you. So, the first exercise in our hundreds is we're gonna engage, bring our legs up. So, the higher up we have it, the easier this is. The lower we bring our legs, the harder it is. So we're gonna bring our legs out. Your head should be up, and like there should be a space to put like a baseball here in your neck. Not straining forward, not like leaning back, not clenching, because we're not doing abs with our neck, we're doing abs with our abs. And then you're just gonna tap. 10, 20, 30, 40, and if you need to stop, take a rest, join back in. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You can rest and then come to the next exercise. So you're going to engage again, pulling your belly button in towards your spine, engaging your lower abs or thinking about it. You bring your legs out again. And this time your arms are going to come up above your head. You're going to bring your knees in, your arms in, and then back out. 3, 4, 5, go. If you were trying to go fast. 2, 6, 7. And again, anytime you need to stop, stop. 6, 7, 38, 39, 40. Okay, 10 more. 5 more. 2, 1, 0. Okay, just 3 more exercises left of these. The next one, again, engaging. Bring your legs out. You're gonna scissor kick and pulse 2 times. 4, 5, 6, I count each side. 8 as 1. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 7, 38, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Then you can rest, or you can go right into the next exercise. So this one we introduced before as the pistons. So again, we see them here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and yes, my abs are burning. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 6, 47, 48, 49, 50. Fuck. Okay. Maybe wiggle your knees back and forth. And we got one more ab exercise. Oh, now we're gonna do some legs. So for this last one, you're gonna bring your legs to a 90-degree angle, and you're gonna try to hold that there. So you're engaging your abs. You can poke them to see if they're engaged. Bring your legs up to 90 degrees. Hands behind your head. And we're gonna come up, twist right, twist left without coming down. Right, twist left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then switch left All right. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. Okay. No more abs. The next exercise that I do is squats. So I try and do one set of 30. I have been doing them like this. The other day I switched to do them like this, and then the next day I really felt it. So I would encourage you to switch up which squats you're doing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 29, 30. Okay. Next is bridges. So you don't have to do a full bridge or full wheel here if that's not something your body wants to do. You can bring your hips up, your hands underneath, and do your bridges like this. And just hold them for, maybe you're starting with 10 seconds, maybe you're starting with 15 seconds. I'm gonna try and do 30. 2 sets of 30 seconds. That was not 30 seconds, that second one. That's okay. Okay. We've got 4 more exercises. So the next one is a balancing exercise, also borrowed from yoga. There's a lot of borrowing from yoga. This is crow pose. So again, you're pushing into the ground with your hands, and you're gonna bend at the elbows, and bring your upper arms to meet your shins. And you're just gonna kind of play with bringing yourself up onto your tippy toes and feeling what that feels like. If this is something you already do, you can come into full crow pose. 2 of those. Okay. Next, we have some leg lifts. These are also aimed at helping with straddle ups, but also with just generally keeping your legs straight and all of your legs engaged. So, I'm gonna turn this way. You can see, so my feet are pointed. And what I'm gonna try and do is frame my leg with my hands, engage my leg, and see if I can lift it up. Switch to the other side. Again, framing that leg, engaging, lift. And then we're gonna try it with both legs at the same time. Hands can come in front, hands can come behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, cramps. Okay, and then these next leg lifts, I'm gonna bring your legs together. Again, feet are pointed. And you bring your hands, palms up underneath your knees, and then you're gonna squeeze. Bring your legs up. So I don't know if you can see what's happening there. Okay, try not to slam them down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, last 2 exercises. So I'm working on handstands. So I'm gonna attempt to do 2 handstands using the wall or this metal cabinet that's probably gonna make a shit ton of noise when I kick it. Monkey, you're not needed here. Oops. Yay! Last exercise. Okay, so for this one, unless we're gonna do some splits, so unless you already have a split, I would recommend starting with some blocks. Chunky, can you move? So you can be in this position, you can figure it out. Basically, you want to make sure that your hips are pointed forwards and in the same plane. And then you're going to bring one leg forward, one leg back. And you want to put your blocks on either sides of your hips. So it's like bringing the floor up to meet you. And the idea here is that we're going to bring this foot, the front foot forward, pointing, and the back foot. And you're going to, instead of being passive here where you're falling into the floor, you're going to engage your legs, engage your back thigh, and bring that leg off the ground. Shark him up. Make sure that your hips are still aligned and facing forward. And you want to ideally stay here for 2 minutes. So that's the amount of time that it takes to really increase your flexibility. But that might not be where you start off. Maybe you want to do 30 seconds, maybe you want to do a minute. I have no idea how long we've been here. Let's just say 30 seconds. Do a minute on either side so you don't have to stare at me for 2 minutes on each side. Bring it in, shake your legs out, shake your arms out, maybe do some neck circles in the other direction. Yeah. Thank you so much for doing my conditioning with me. You can stretch out anything else that you feel like you want to stretch out. I would suggest that if you're gonna try and make this a routine, doing every other day, so picking like a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and feel free to do less if that feels good in your body, and you can always work towards doing more, whether that's less reps or less of the exercises, kind of picking which ones you want to work on. That's all fine. We're at 47 minutes now, so that's a big chunk of time to be doing some hard exercises. So if that's not your starting point, don't worry about it. Yeah, and let me know what you think of this workout. Let me know how it goes for you. Let me know if you have any questions or need any alternates for any of these exercises, or if you have other things that you think should be in there. I'm happy to get some feedback. All right, see you next time.